right, Mind Your Language. Willis, you're ready for tonight's edition of Mind Your Language?
Very ready, as usual, my dear sister.
All right, I'm indeed your dear sister. I like the way you say that. All right, Willis, let's have our Mind Your Language questions on our super wall. There we go. I don't know, can you see them?
Yes, I can see them.
All
But
right.
so long as you can say the words, there is no problem.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, the first one is, do we say advertisement or advertisement?
Well, we have what we call inflection. When the form of words are changed for grammatical function, they partially have also a difference of pronunciation. Partially, just in part. So the verb is advertise, to advertise. But when we come to the noun, we say advertise, not advertise.
Oh, okay.
Now that glide I disappears and we have a pure vowel E.
Okay.
Advertisement.
Advertisement.
Correct.
All right, I like that. Okay, so the second one is, do we say squash or squash?
Many people find themselves saying squash, but we say squash. Letter A is sounded as O.
Okay.
A short vowel O in that word. Squash. Just like we say squad, not squad. We also say squat, not squat. So squash.
Squat. Squat.
Squad. So you can squash, squat, squad,
Squat.
not
Okay.
squaw.
Okay, not
Yes.
squaw.
No.
All right. Do we say requiem mass or requiem mass?
Requiem mass.
Oh,
a requiem.
okay.
You can also have what we call a sure.
Okay.
That is a weak or an unstressed vowel sound requiem or requiem. But the best, that is under the standard, correct, or good pronunciation, under the British English phonology, you say requiem. A requiem mass.
Requiem mass, not
Yes,
requiem mass.
yes.
All right. What about this? Number 4 is hullabaloo or hulabaloo?
Betty,
This one I must say came from Joe Ageo.
I do hear people saying hula baloo.
Hulabaloo.
That letter U takes what we call the mid-central vowel hullabaloo, not hula baloo.
Okay.
Just like we have the word but, B-U-T, but,
Okay.
not boot. Though we have put. As I talked about it one time, we have what we call irregular letter sequences
Yes.
and sound values. But for this word, we say hullabaloo. So we should avoid hulabaloo.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And this favorite or favorite?
A very tricky one, which I know may even be offensive to very many people in Africa and beyond.
Okay. Why?
We say favorite. Favorite. We don't have a glide at the terminal part of that word. It is writ, not right. We have right of passage, right of passage, but we don't say favorite. We say favorite. My favorite dish. Your
Okay.
favorite channel. Favorite. Just like we have the word sight. Sight, S-I-T-E. But we don't say opposite. We say opposite
Yes.
or opposite.
Yes.
Not
Opposite.
sight.
Okay.
Yeah. But we have sight like a place where people are building and
Yes.
all that. Now we also have another word. We say hypocrite. Hypocrite. But many people say hypocrite,
Yes.
which is not there. But the problem we have, Betty, is if we could be taught all these things,
Yes.
maybe you have an education system which lays, enough emphasis on pronunciation, just like grammar and vocabulary, then I'm telling you, we'd be knowing these things. Some of these things may even sound strange
Yes.
or even wrong to some people
Yes.
because they are not aware.
Yes.
Just like the other day, we talked about, the past tense of run,
Yeah.
R-U-N
Yes.
is run, then R-A-N is also run. And I gave certain examples of ban. You don't say ben. To ban something.
Yes.
B-A-N.
Yes.
Can. You don't say can. We
right.
also have,
Okay.
tan, not
Yes.
ten.
Yeah.
T-A-N.
All right.
So some of these things, they are strange to us because you remember we are non-native speakers of
Yes.
English. And English also is not anybody's language nowadays. It's a world language.
Okay, there are two
Yes.
words that we talked about right before the bulletin. One is plate and mentor. How do you pronounce those words?
Many people again say mentor. There is
To
something we
mentor
call
someone.
a vowel digraph. In the word conductor or doctor, you realize that OR at the end of the two words,
Yes.
the OR combine to form sound A. In fact, what we call a sure, a soft vowel sound doctor, conductor,
Yes.
that OR.
Yes.
That one we call it a vowel digraph, combination of two letters forming one sound. But in the word mentor, many people say mentor because nobody may have told them that here we don't have a digraph.
Okay.
You say mentor, just like you
Mentor.
can't tell somebody I saw him walking along the corridor. You don't say corridor.
Corridor.
Also, another surprise to you, we don't say guarantor the way we say it locally. When we are talking about the English pronunciation,
Yes. What do
we
you
say
say?
guarantor,
Guarantor. Wow.
lesso, canto. There are so many examples I can cite, but I have to mind about the time.
All right. What about this second one? Plate.
Plate, very tricky.
That is
Remember,
plate
we have
for the hair, plating
the
your
hair.
Yes.
the hair. The British English, believe you me, is plat. I is silent. Believe you me. But
We
when
don't-
somebody says plate, there's no problem. There's
So
no
you
problem.
can say, but
you
they-
can say says, which is, somebody will say says. You have heard those things.
Yes,
But
yes.
we say says, said, not said. So when we talk about this word,
Yes.
you say plat. That is
Plat.
RP, received pronunciation.
Okay. All
That
right.
is used by the educated, cultured persons and
Okay,
all that,
okay.
and mainly in the southern parts of England. But when we say here plate, remember also English pronunciations cannot be judged as correct in terms of 1 + 1 = 2.
Yes.
Strictly no,
Okay.
because of several linguistic
All right,
factors.
all right.
So the best one, plat.
Okay.
But if you say plate, well, fine and good, because somebody will understand exactly what you're trying to say.
All right. Such a surprise there. All right. We'll take spots for now, but we'll keep on, talking about those words, especially on Twitter. There are a couple of people who've asked some words, and we'll delve into them in just a short while.